This group of senior citizens from Shoshanguve in Tshwane were treated to an exciting sightseeing experience of Johannesburg. Organized by City Sightseeing Johannesburg, together with the Boa Babes and Gogos on tour, these pensioners were taken on a tour of Johannesburg and its surroundings. Gogo on Tour is a non-profit organization that offers senior citizens the opportunity to explore various parts of South Africa. An adventure that most can't afford to take because of financial burdens. Many of them are assisting their children financially or raising their grandchildren on a small state pension, and this initiative affords them a break even if it's just for a day to unwind and let their hair down.
We've got the Gogos on tour with us today, so we've got a group of 20 Gogos who have joined us to get an experience of what Johannesburg and our various stops are about. We're highlighting 2 stops for them today, SAB and Constitution Hill.
Gogo on Tour started in 2005 in May, and this initiative is basically for senior citizens to go out on tours and to help them relax and to show that they still, the community still cares about them. That's the whole reason why Gogo on Tour was formed. Because we also have to realize that the senior citizens are the ones that, actually did fight for where we are today. And we find ourselves most of the time we forget about them, and we do whatever that we do, and only they come as an afterthought, So when Gogo on Tour was formed, it was formed on the basis just to look at senior citizens, to give them that new, a new lease of life.
Their first stop was SAB World of Beer, where after disembarking the red bus, the pensioners broke into song, their excitement almost tangible. After a pretty hectic photo session, they joined a tour at SAB World of Beer. SAB World of Beer has been twice named the #1 tourist attraction in South Africa. This intriguing, entertaining and interactive journey explores the rich history of beer, uncovering the important role beer has played culturally, socially and economically across the space and time. It was on this tour in which they learned about the history of beer. Our tour guide, Machidiso Nkwana, was very accommodating of our special guests, and after a short video clip, the Gogos were treated to a taste of umkomboti directly out of umkumba, which is a pottery calabash in which the umkomboti is held. Thereafter, they enjoyed a full tour, which included a lesson in how hops is grown and a stop at the famous Shebeen for a sampling of the end result of that journey. They also shared their experiences of brewing umkomboti and of life during the apartheid era as well. After a chill session at the tap room, it is once again back on the bus. This outing is just one of many events that are lined up for the Gogos and Mkulus.
Every year we choose an organization that we really feel needs our support, and we raise funds for them, and it's generally organizations that we feel are contributing a lot to our country and that are so busy working that they actually don't have the time and resources to raise funds themselves. And then we step in as a community-based group and we organize a fundraiser for them, and all the money we raise at this formal dinner we donate to the given charity, and this year Gogo on Tour was our choice.
Being on the double-decker bus certainly brought out the kids in these pensioners. Our next stop was Constitution Hill for a historical tour of the women's jail. The grace of this Victorian-style building belies the pain and suffering that occurred within. This is the place where the likes of Winnie Madikizela Mandela, Albertina Sisulu, Fatima Meer and many other political activists were held. Emotions ran high as they walked through the cells where black women used to be held in solitary confinement years ago. And once again, we're back on the red bus, making our way to our very last stop, where lunch would be served.
A friend of mine introduced me to Gogo on Tour. First I hesitated because I didn't like these Gogo groups and the activities they were doing, knitting and all that. But then she told me that no, it's different with Gogo on Tour. You don't do all those things. All we do is traveling and going out to places. Then I said, okay, I'll give it a try and say if I'm not happy, then I quit Gogo on Tour. But I went out with Gogo on Tour once and I didn't stop. So I wish to go out always with Gogo on Tour.
It was quite a privileged experiencing the city through the Gogos' eyes and to give the elderly the opportunity to see the city from a different perspective.